So now I'm about to go to the Breakers Mansion. This was the home of Cornelius Vanderbilt II, which is like the third generation of the Vanderbilts. His wife actually had this house built in the late 1800s. And I'll be giving you some more facts about this. One thing I do want to know is the Vanderbilts had amassed close to what would be considered almost $300 billion today. And they lost it all because the third and the fourth generation spent that shit. So that's the difference between being a consumer and a producer. You need to produce out. So here we are entering the Breakers Mansion, built by Cornelius Vanderbilt II's wife. Over, I think, 250 rooms, something ridiculous. If you want to know how you spend over $300 billion, you build mansions like this. We're about to enter this massive atrocity. Y'all think y'all got money. This real money. A lot of that new money. You know, the detail. Marble walls. Wow.
And you, of course, took pictures of the sergeant portrait in the
Yep.
funny room. Yeah, that's a great one.
Full body mirror, you know. So I apologize, my phone died like always, but now we're about to go into the Marble House, which is the home of Alva and William Vanderbilt, which is still third generation. This house in 2009 would be considered worth $260 million. Yeah, 260. Now I'm about to look at the house from the back. You know it's right on the water. So I'm gonna go to the terrace and see what's up. This is the Marble House. This kind of reminds me of the White House. And like I mentioned before, in 2009, they said that this was worth $260 million. And basically, if you don't know, the siblings would build houses to compete with each other in terms of who would have the most fabulous house. And so just spending ridiculous amount of money. If you've ever heard of Mark Twain, he called this the Gilded Age. And that wasn't necessarily a good name. Gilded essentially meant like a thin line of gold that covered up the social inequality and just vows of consumption. Okay, where's the entrance? Hold on. This may be the most gaudiest ones of all. Like all of this freaking marble. Look at this. If this don't make you want to get your weight up, not necessarily to live in excess like this, but to work and plan to create your own family's wealth and pass it down with limitations, because obviously they didn't put no limitations in place because now the Vanderbilts are broke. So Marble House was given to the Vanderbilt's wife for her 39th birthday. Talk about a nice ass gift. I want my husband. I'm just playing. This is excessive. We can go save like 20 countries. So his hair looks a little curly and kinky, which to me would think he got a little black up in them, but probably not. But they've been appropriating our culture for a long time. You could probably steal a fixture and buy your whole family's freedom out of slavery. No bullshit. This is called the morning room, which was the library. So this was the woman of the house. This house was given to her for her 39th birthday. And actually, this big-ass mansion is, they called it a cottage. Yeah, it makes no sense because this is not a cottage. This is ridiculous. I also forgot to mention that this was just the summer house. They only stay here 7 weeks out the year. This wasn't the main house at all. When you talk about excessiveness, we're leaving the Marble House. So, just fascinating to see how the wealthiest family in the world spent their money. Very just crazy, just ridiculous. So just another fun fact about how wealthy they were. When the original Cornelius Vanderbilt died, he had more money than the U.S. Treasury at the time. That's insane.